Hey, hi, I'm back, Kaushik Chatterjee. Uh, in this video, what you are going to discuss? You're going to discuss a very important topic, and most of the people even should have a basic knowledge like what exactly about fixed obligation income ratio. Yes, so I hope already you got it. So we are going to discuss about fixed obligation to income ratio. FOIR. Typically, if you know, it is all about FOIR. That is called my fixed obligation income ratio. Now, what exactly this fixed obligation income ratio? Why exactly I need to know about this? What exactly is going to affect on my, on my financial thing? So these are all things we are going to discuss over here. And before that, we need to understand also one thing. See, whenever people, let's say, people even think for any kind of loan. If I give an example, let's say, if people always even think any kind of loan, it could be any loan. When I'm telling it's a loan, means it could be any kind of loan. So the first thing what comes to my mind actually, like how much I'll be eligible, what exactly my exact amount even I'll be able to get my loan. Am I right or wrong? So that is a basic thing. Like, most of the people, even before you getting into getting into, or let's say you applying for a loan, so it will be coming to your mind how much I'm be eligible, what exactly the loan amount I can get, all those stuff. Even you will be able to it will be there in your mind. But if you know like what exactly the FOIR, how exactly the FOIR actually works, so automatically you will understand like what exactly will be your loan amount, what exactly will be your eligibility of loan, and how much amount even you can get based on your current income and all. Right, so this is very very important. As I told you, it is one of the very important tool in any financial aspect. One way you can understand, like, based on your, when I'm talking like the abbreviation already I told you, it is all about fixed obligation income ratio. So that means the name itself, you can understand whatever my income, let's say XYZ, whatever my income, on that even I should have even for some percentage for my basic obligation. Now, when I'm talking about my basic obligation, it comes all my regular like expenses. It could be my when I'm talking my regular expenses, so definitely it will be all my food, cloth, and my shelter. This is a basic expense for across globe, even whatever lifestyle you live, whatever exactly the way you live your life. This is something like a basic expenses for all we have even across the globe. So now I need to understand, I myself, if I know this formula, if I know even what is exactly FIR and how it works, so I'll be able to understand like, what exactly my expense going on, and based on this expense how much I'll be eligible for my loan. So you no need to go ask even any bank, you no need to go check out with any financial let's say expert. So you yourself can decide. Now, couple of last videos already you have seen, we have discussed even about different loans, how you can take your EMI, different parameters, all those things, even eligibility of some extent of your home loan, all those things even we have spoken. Now, this tool is so important, and if you know how to use this tool, what exactly the importance of this tool, before you get into for a application of a loan, any kind of loan, so it will be there, it will be a frame in your mind like, okay, this is my income, this is my basic expense, so this is my percentage of my obligation. So remaining this XYZ percentage of obligation, or let's say the kind of limitation I have to get into the loan, or let's say to get this much loan itself, right? So I hope this will be a very interesting topic, and definitely it will be a very good guide for you also, because as I told you, you yourself can calculate everything, and that is the way we are going to do it now. Right? So let's take an example. Let's say for a person, let's say a generic example I'm just telling. Let's say a person, let's say, is earning about 50,000. right? 50,000 is my monthly expenses. I'm talking about Indian currency. So out of that, like as I told you, there is some basic expenses. Like if I took out my all basic expenses, so it will be all about my food, clothes, and my shelter. This is my basic expense, right? Across globe, even whatever the currency you are earning. So based on that one, you can calculate like what exactly 50,000 Indian national rupee I'm just talking, and based on that one, what will be your expenses, basic expenses, including your food, clothes, and shelter. So now imagine, let's say out of this 50,000, let's say 25,000, let's say it will be my basic expense for my this food, cloth, and shelter. So what I need to do actually, so what is the percentage? First I need to decide on this. So it is very easy calculation. What you can do, so 25,000 divided by 50,000. I'll repeat it once again. 25,000 25,000 divided by 50,000 multiply with 100. I hope by this time you have done. It is a very simple calculation. It is, I think, around 50% it will come. It's a very basic calculation. Even if you basic mathematics you understand, yes, definitely it will be like 50% only. 25,000 it is, if my income is 50,000, out of that 25,000 if I'm spending with all these food, clothes, and shelter, so definitely it is gonna be like 50%. Now what is this 50% all about? This 50% is all about my basic expense, which is my fixed obligation. Are you getting my point? So this is my fixed obligation. That means I can do everything, but I cannot even disturb my 25,000, which is my regular expense, which is my basic expense. So it is a fixed obligation. Why I'm telling it's an obligation? That means you have to get this money. You have to spend this money. You have no control to stop this money. So this will be your obligation, right? When I'm talking it's an obligation, that means this money you have to spend from your pocket. So now we are fair enough calculation, like 50% of my total income, whatever I'm doing. So 50% is gone for my fixed obligation. Now what about remaining 25,000? Now this 25,000 actually I am eligible. I'll repeat it once again. This 25,000 I am eligible to pay actually my loan amount. Very interesting, right? So far you might be waiting for my side, like, oh, Kaushik is going to talk about something about saving, something about investment. No, that already you have discussed. Yes, you can go back to my all last videos and you can check. That is different discussion we have already done. But here we are trying to understand. That's what I told you. Now out of this 50,000 I already understood 25,000 is my basic expense. That means 50% of my total income, it is already gone for my basic expenses. Now remaining this 50%, or let's say remaining this 25,000, I am eligible to pay my EMI amount, which is my any loan amount I am eligible to pay. That means if let's say whatever XYZ even loan I apply, that bank or that financial institute would calculate on their interest level, like it should not cross even 25,000. Why? Because that's a clear indication for the bank. If I cross this 25,000, that means somewhere my basic obligation is going to be affected, my fixed obligation is going to be affected, and because of that, because my food, clothes, and shelter, I am not even able to like compromise anything. So if I'm not able to compromise over there, so definitely I need to compromise over here, and I might be a defaulter. So understand the whole logic, understand the whole mathematics. 25,000 is gone for my own expenses. That is all my basic expenses. Remaining 25,000 is my threshold, is my limit to pay my loan, EMI. Now what is EMI, how EMI works, that is all been discussed. You can go back, you can check it out. So I'm not getting into all details now over here. Right? And this could be for any loan. If it is a car loan, if it is a personal loan, if it is a bike loan, if it is a let's say home loan, any kind of loan. It depends on based on that one only. Now, so what, two things already we understood. If my income is 50,000, out of that 25,000 is my fixed obligation, which is 50%. Remaining 50%, which is another 25,000, I'm eligible to pay a EMI, right? Now the third thing again we need to understand, which is very very important. So on this 25,000, how much I'm eligible for the loan? Which bank, they have their own software. They will put all your data, financial data I'm just talking, and then they will calculate and they will tell, oh, Mr. So and so, you are eligible for this amount of loan, this amount of loan, which is threshold of 25,000, as I already have told you, already have discussed. But how much I'll be eligible? So I'm not telling you need to go to bank, you need to check it out. So if you understand now this third step, you yourself, even after watching this video, you can calculate what is your own fixed obligation, what is remaining part you are eligible to pay for your any kind of loan EMI, and how much you are eligible to get the loan. So third part, what I am going to discuss, it is how much you are going to eligible for the loan. Now it's a very simple mathematics. I'll tell you in a very simple way. So what is the left out part? Actually 25,000. Am I right? Now there are two things I need to understand over here. There could be a possibility like I am already paying some XYZ EMI amount, let's say for XYZ EMI, XYZ commitment. So what you need to do, I'll just give a simple example. Let's say I'm paying for 5,000, let's say for any XYZ EMI. And which could be even, let's say, more than 1 year it is pending, then only I'll take it as an obligation. If it is, let's say, for 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, 10 months, below 12 months or up to 12 months, then it will not be accepted. The reason I'll tell you, because by the time your loan process, by the time if everything fall into place, so bank expect that this will not affect, definitely it is going to be closed, definitely with other money you are able to close this. So that is what they will not put it as an obligation. So that is very good also, either way if you look out. So that is very good, because as a consumer definitely it is going to help out for you. So if it is, let's say, more than 12 months, if whatever, even though it is 1 rupee also, I need to calculate this is an obligation. So what is the left out amount? It is 25,000. Out of this 25,000, what I need to do, this 5,000 as I told you, so I need to minus from this 25,000 this 5,000. That means what is the actual amount I am going to get? It is 20,000. 25,000 minus 5,000, simple calculation, it is 20,000. That is the net amount now it is available for me to apply for a new loan. Now I'll see the eligibility, but I cannot cross that new loan also more than even 20,000 EMI. Why? Because 25,000 is my total eligibility, as I already told you the calculation. Out of this 25, then some existing 5,000 I'm already paying, that's what I've deducted. Now left out it is 20,000. Very simple, fair enough. Now what will be my eligibility? How to calculate this? From this 20,000, whatever you have already the amount you have already received, amount you have already left out, divide that with per lakh loan amount. Now I'll just tell you how it is. Now definitely bank is going to give you a percentage. Let's say if I'm going to pay, let's say any bank loan, so it will be given by banking terminology, it is in a percentage. It can be 8%, it can be 9%, it can be 10%, whatever it is. That actually I need to divide, even there is a calculation, there is a chart also. Per lakh, let's say I need to pay XYZ amount. So just for example, let's say here we'll just calculate, let's say there is a let's say percentage of loan, it is let's say 8.50. I'm just giving an example. But you are not going to divide by this, right? So you have to take it per lakh. And imagine, let's say we are just for an example, we are taking, let's say per lakh, even it will be 850. So I hope now you are clear. When I'm talking it's a percentage, it will be 8.50%. When I'm talking per lakh, let's say it will be 850 rupees. That means if I have taken a loan for 1 lakh, for 1 lakh I have to pay 850 rupees per month is the EMI. Clear? So now what is the amount left out? It is 20,000. And what is the per lakh amount I just told you? Let's say for an example, we are calculating 850. So 20,000 divided by 850. So roughly how much it will come? It will come, let's say around 23, round figure I am just telling you, 23, 24 it will come. So that means That 24 lakhs, it will be in lakhs. That 24 lakhs, the amount 20,000 divided by 850, you can do this calculation, it is very easy. I'm just giving a rough calculation. 24 lakhs I'll be eligible, and this 24 lakhs, if I take a loan from XYZ Financial Institute, my EMI will be also in between 20,000. So what are the steps we understood? From the FOIR, from the fixed obligation to income ratio, we have understood four things. First, what is my fixed obligation, right, as per my income. Second, I understood the percentage of my fixed obligation, which is my basic expenses. You can calculate by your own. Third, even I understood what is the left out amount I am eligible to pay the EMI for any existing, if I am paying, minus that even what will be left out. That amount even I'll be eligible to pay for my left out even amount even for EMI for any even existing, apart from existing, if I'm going to apply for something. And the final part what I understood, that is all about my total loan eligibility. How? Per lakh EMI, I mean whatever left out amount divided by per lakh EMI. So as I have given a calculation, so let's say I left out with 20,000, divided by per lakh EMI, it will be around 850, which is coming even roughly around 24 lakhs, right? So all four things we have understood from one even concept, that is called fixed obligation to income ratio. With my income, what is my fixed obligation, what will my eligibility of loan, what will be my eligibility of EMI, how much even is left out for me to pay the EMI, and what exactly the amount I can get from the bank. And I also can understand what is the percentage of expenses, even basic or fixed obligation, even I have already, right? So I hope this will definitely will help you all, and to make you understand like what exactly how you need to maintain your own fixed obligation. So I hope this video also will help you a lot. Always welcome for any queries, any kind of questions. I'll be definitely waiting for your all queries in chat box, and definitely you can reach me even in mailbox also, right? So have a great time. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.